I was a 2-year-old math prodigy. I could count past my fingers and toes barely after they had started to grow. I didn't know much about the world, but I knew that I loved numbers. Look at me count, Mom. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Look at me count, Mom. I was a 4-year-old math prodigy. I still didn't know much about the world, but I knew the multiplication table better than I knew my last name. Look at me, Mom. 3, 6, 9, 12. Look at me, Mom. I was an 8-year-old math prodigy. I loved fractions. Quarters were my favorite. I liked how 2 quarters somehow transformed into a half, and 4 quarters always became a whole. I forced my mother to divide my plates into quarters, and I would eat them accordingly. Look, Mom, a quarter gone, 2 quarters, 3 quarters done. I was a 10-year-old math prodigy. Pi was my favorite number. I painted it to the 163rd decimal onto my wall by memory. I knew it never ended, but only the first 163 decimals were important to me, because 163 was my lucky number. It was the number that made me special. It was my category. I was a 12-year-old math prodigy. I had equations permanently etched into my hands. I was a 15-year-old math prodigy. I had learned every formula I possibly could, but it was time for me to create my own. But I didn't know where to begin. I thought I could start at the end and keep forward, but I should have started at my fingers and toes. I'm 17, the paint has faded from my walls, and I can't remember the 107th decimal of pi. I eat my food in a jumble of ignorance, and I've never written my own formula. I never found the end of pi, but I reached the end of 163. I'm a 17-year-old former math prodigy, and I started counting on my fingers and toes because I'm scared to let go.